Jackie, Rajon Rondo, one of those players we've heard about for quite some time, the speculation of trade rumors all of the time. The deal finally done. Danny Ainge pulls the trigger. It appears he's headed to the Dallas Mavericks. What do you make of this move?
Well, I think if you're a Boston fan or following that Boston team, it was inevitable. Rondo was going to be a free agent at the end of the year. Rondo makes no sense for a team like the Boston Celtics, who have no scorers on their roster. He makes perfect sense for the Dallas Mavericks team, who's had struggling players at the point guard when you have Nowitzki. And I'll tell you right now, Tyson Chandler must be salivating because he's going to see that no-look high bounce pass, and his points per game will go up almost immediately. So Rondo's future here was uncertain. That's been clear. This will now be Marcus Smart's team going forward, and they're obviously going to rebuild and probably be looking at a high lottery pick again.
Yeah, Jackie, was there ever a tipping point here with Rondo and Danny Ainge in this franchise? Seemingly every year we kept hearing Rondo's name over and over and over again. They bring in Brad Stevens, the young coach out of college. They seem to want to rebuild this thing for a couple of years now. What was the tipping point with Rondo and front office management?
Well, I honestly think the tipping point was, the Celtics went to him, made him an offer, and I don't blame Rondo for not taking it. It wasn't going to be substantial enough. But Danny Ainge knows he can't let Rondo walk for nothing. And that's a real scenario if he didn't do something here. Rondo loves the Lakers. He loves the excitement of New York. Those are teams that were interested in him. I think he just realized, you know what? I got to get picks. You get a young player in Brandon Wright that you can start adding to your arsenal as a player you want to rebuild around. And I think the Ainge probably likes Rondo almost more than anybody. But he understands, too, that Rondo's only worth having on your team if you've got a Kevin Garnett or a Paul Pierce or a Kevin Love or somebody like that he can hasten their game. He's not a number one. He's not going to be a guy that's going to score a ton of points for you. He has a low field goal pursuing from the three-point line. He's not a great free throw shooter. So he makes sense when you're contending for a championship with the team they had back in 2008. He does not make sense for this team now.
Jackie, you're sitting down at your computer tonight. You're on your laptop. You're about ready to write a column summing up Rajon Rondo's career in Boston. How would you sum up his time with the Celtics?
I would say he was one of the more intriguing, interesting, exhilarating, disappointing, and wonderful players. Did I cover everything? That's how it was.